How you doing, Rasmanites? Yep, that's right. I'm officially back. You guys have done and gals have done such a wonderful job of making me feel like what I went through that made me feel like I had to step away for a while didn't matter to you. You've welcomed me back to YouTube with open arms, and the main reason that I didn't want to do videos other than what I was going through is just the lack of ability to edit them. But over the last couple of days, I was able to play around with the YouTube editor, and I've got that down enough now where I can at least cut down the part where I get my chair in position and turn off the camera. So while this won't be the Razman's reality as you used to know it until I get a new computer, at least I'll be able to continue to do it. And great things are happening already. If you guys weren't aware of it, in addition to worldandsportgeeky.com and prowrestlingpowerhouse.com, I've also been added to the teams at ewrestlingnews.com and smartoutmoment.com, so you can check out more written work from me there. And as of last night around midnight my time on the East Coast, so I guess technically it was first thing this morning, I was added as a featured writer on, or at least that's when I was notified of it, that I was added as a featured writer on Pro Wrestling Powerhouse, which means that it's not going to be hard at all to find Reality Between the Ropes when you visit the website. It's going to be right there on the front page along with my crazy promotion all over social media. So I'm very, very jazzed up about that. We're working on doing some big things to expand that brand, so you definitely want to stay tuned right here to this channel and to my Twitter and Facebook for more on that in the coming weeks. As far as what you'll see next, I have a video review that originally was going to be a geeky.com exclusive, which is why I was able to figure out how to work the editor, that they decided that they don't want to have in video form. So rather than waste a video review for Madden NFL 15, I'm going to bring it to you here. So I'm going to take that off unlisted and publicize that tomorrow sometime around between 9 and 9:30 a.m. So look out for that. Thanks to the awesome Andy Leach from the Everything Blue Facebook fan page group, or excuse me, Facebook group, not fan page group, but just Facebook group, and also a new buddy of mine named Andrew, who is celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday, buddy. If you're seeing this, yours truly is getting a hold of the Amazing Spider-Man 2 UK exclusive steelbook from HMV. So that should be coming in the mail sometime this week, or at least sent in the mail sometime this week. It's coming from the UK, so I'm not sure exactly how long it'll take to get here, probably another week or so, but looking forward to that. And as far as regular content, I'll do the same things I've always done. It's just going to be a matter of trying to find a way to do it that works, because with me being in between paying gigs, I'm just not going to be able to buy a lot. That's just the simple truth. I know that I've got The Big Bang Theory Season 7 as a guarantee to come, because an aunt of mine is helping me out with that, because she knows how important that show and that collection is to me. My favorite thing that's currently on television, hands down, that's not a wrestling program. So yeah, there's going to be that, but other than that, there's just not a lot. So I'm probably going to be doing things like Netflix Pick of the Week, which a lot of people do it already, but I'll just try to make it interesting, and then we'll just dip into some of the stuff that I own that I haven't reviewed, or maybe we'll get into that Turtle Power 30 Years of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle series that I wanted to do, although I really want to be able to edit when I do that series, so we'll have to wait and see how that goes with that, whether or not I'm comfortable doing that. And the last thing as part of the I'm back portion because this is NFL kickoff Sunday, and I am back, of course, in the biggest way possible for me to be back with Welcome to the Jungle. So instead of, bleh, sorry, as the last thing, I can trim, but I can't trim out when I screw up, so I apologize. But anyway, as the last thing I wanted to mention as part of the I'm back celebrate with me deal, yours truly is jumping back into the radio game as well. I'm going to be co-hosting with my buddy DJ Bob again tomorrow at around 1 p.m. Eastern, I think, or maybe it's 3 p.m. Eastern. I honestly lost track, but we're going to be sitting down and having the opportunity to talk to country singer Billy Gilman. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you stay tuned to the DJ Bob Show fan page as well as my pages, as I'm sure we'll be promoting the heck out of that when that goes up live on the DJ Bob Show Mixcloud. So, yeah, I guess other than that, I'll just say, what do you guys want me to do? How do you want me to do the Razman's Reality? I was thinking about maybe a weekly Q&A, or I'm going to be talking to my buddy Brandon, aka Skin Slip, about possibly joining Geeky TV and doing something there. So, I have ideas, I just don't exactly know how to get them forward because I'm kind of out of practice doing the video thing because I dove headfirst into the writing thing. So let me know what you all want me to see, and we'll, as the cable guy used to say, get her done. With that, it's NFL Kickoff Sunday, as I mentioned, and I want to apologize, but also give a shout out to my friends Megan Blades and Whitney Osman, who probably just clicked on this video for that title. Normally, I don't have a big spiel before I get into an episode, so be cool. Next week will be normal. But, and hopefully you got a kick out of listening to me ramble, but enjoyed the heck out of this game, let me tell you. That's the way you start a season. You get knocked down with unfortunate injuries to Tyler Eifert and Vontez Perfect, and hopefully they're okay. But you stay in there, you hang in there, you hang tough. You get count 'em five field goals from Mike Nugent, and you get Andy Dalton and AJ Green rising the frick up off the mat, picking themselves up, dusting themselves off, and showing what Bengals football is all about. The Ravens drove down, took a lead for the first time in the game. The offense had been shut out, Ravens wise, all game long. But when Vontez Burfict went down, as you would expect from any offense of a high caliber like Baltimore, they were able to start moving the football, and they went ahead by a 2 point margin after a failed 2 point conversion. The defense stood up and stopped them after giving up the touchdown. And then Dalton and Green went right on the field and said, boom, huge yardage play down the field for what ended up being the game winning score. That's how you do it. That's how you silence the naysayers, including yours truly. I'm probably going to have to write a retraction on World in Sport now. I wasn't sure that signing Andy Dalton long term was a good thing, but he has responded to this new contract and to his naysayers in a huge way. Had a great preseason, and today showed the frick up and dominated in the passing game, in particular with that go-ahead score. And I'm really, really liking what Stamp, and I forget the coach's name, I'm just being perfectly honest with you, so I apologize, but I'm really liking the stamp of our new offensive coordinator, the former quarterbacks coach, who of course stepped up into that role with Jay Gruden now being the head coach for the Washington Redskins. I'm really liking what he has done with this team because it was wide open offense all preseason and today. These guys are going to throw a million different looks at defenses, and it's going to be really, really hard to stop us when we're healthy and on our game. Of course, losing Tyler Eifert on that side of the ball, if that's long term with the knee injury, will be huge. So let's hope that's not the case. And of course, nothing will be more detrimental to the Bengals' season than not having the best defensive player, arguably, in all of football right now, with Ray Lewis retired and number 55 Vaughn Tez Perfect. So let's hope that they are able to, at least at the linebacker position. I shouldn't say best defensive player overall because that's debatable. But by far at the linebacker position, in my opinion. So let's hope that he is able to be okay to play next week after, or at the very least, in 2 weeks after suffering a concussion today. So, with that, this is the Razman, aka Razman's Reality, for Geeky.com, ProWrestlingPowerhouse.com, SmartCatMoment.com, eWrestlingNews.com, and WorldInSport.com. Every link down below in the description box, as always. And as always, this is reality according to the Razman and Razman style. It's not just a catchphrase, but a way of life. Oh, one last thing. Sorry, I told you I was out of practice doing this. I forgot to put an annotation in the Madden review that's going to go live tomorrow that I got into it a lot and I was talking with my hands and sort of like I kind of had the controller there with me for some bizarre reason. And as such, my head kind of went everywhere in that review, so I apologize for my body going all over the place. I definitely am not the greatest thing visually to look at, but hopefully you'll enjoy what I had to say with that review. See you guys later, and gals.